Hello once again. I'm recording because I am under attack by dudes. Um, how do I know? Well, specific thing that they like to do with me, is mess with me before I go to bed, right? And so I took my pills. I took them around 7, I think 7:30 maybe, and now I'm having, I guess congestion or it's not necessarily congestion. I don't know how exactly they're doing this with the technology with the directed energy weapons. That's what they use, but however they're doing it, they are, they're targeting my nostrils. So it's kind of hard to breathe out my nostrils right now. Yeah, I know they're a bunch of sick fucks. And you can tell because here, let me turn off the radio. You can tell something's weird. It's like I suddenly got like a cold out of nowhere, but it's not a cold. It's them using their directed energy weapons. What can I say, man? Like the fusion center and all the people that are involved in this are pretty fucking evil. Went to a park today to fucking I guess just kick back, relax. That's where I took my pills at the park. Weird, and they were gang stalking me even there, and it was just weird because you can tell who they are because they're looking at you, right? And then when you know that they're looking and you look over at them looking, then they turn away, and then you could be like, oh well, but Chris, isn't that a natural thing? Some people do that. They're shy or whatever. Well, when it's more than like 3 people doing the same thing, you have to wonder like what's going on. And like you also have to wonder, I mean, it could be just me, my attitude, like it upsets them or something like that, right? I didn't speak to these people. All I did was like turn and because I not felt someone watching me, but like I just turned to like look over in another direction just to like break my gaze from whatever it is I'm staring at right now or looking at. At the time I was reading a book. I took a little pause, a little break from that reading that book, and I turned over and not once but twice was there this Asian guy looking over at me. I caught him looking at me. Like I was looking up from my book, turned left. Bam, there he is. He's looking, and then like as soon as I look, he turns his head and goes back to doing whatever the hell it is he was doing. So yeah, pretty fucking creepy. And he was the only one who did that in the park. There were some other individuals that did this. But going back to the Asian guy, what was so I guess what stood out the most about him is like earlier today I actually went into a strip club just to kill some time. I haven't been in one in a while. Wanted to go in there before rush hour, so I went in there like at a time between like fucking I think like 12 and 3, and yeah, I just want to like see some ass. So I went in there and I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. And there was this guy in there, and the guy that was at the park looks like the guy that was at the club. They had on the same exact clothes. I don't know if it's the same exact car because I didn't check for that sort of thing, but it was weird. Like if they have people following me, then why wouldn't they have someone following me into a strip club? And this guy that was in there, all he was doing is just like he was just standing around and stuff like that. and he didn't really. I don't know. He didn't really interact with any of the dancers. Some of the dancers came over and interacted with him, but I just thought it was strange at first. Like he's not like talking any of these broads up. I mean, what's going on? I mean, I know the reason why. I don't talk up these women is because I mean. I go in there and I try to like see how they dance, see how they move, see who's more attractive, I guess you could say, and who's worth my time. Maybe he was doing the same thing, but I find that like even grown ass men, like yeah, you see, you can hear that. I find like even grown ass men, I don't know, they don't know how to act like around women like this. And so I don't know, he looked like a young guy, so I thought, okay, maybe that's his problem. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know, maybe he doesn't come to the strip club too often. But anyways, I noticed him because and also he was like one of the people who, like, you don't understand, the female to male radio in this club was high, so there were more females than there were males, and I don't know, every girl seemed to have a man, and there were even girls to spare. But like with this guy, there was no girl talking to him, or at least not for a long time. And I swear, man, I like I said, the first time I saw him was in the strip club. The second time I saw him was at I forgot the name of the park, but I was at a park earlier, and there he was. And it was weird too, because like at first he pulled up in his vehicle right alongside me, right? And then he pulled out. He wasn't even there for a minute, and he pulled out, right? He pulled out of the stall, and then like I'm like basically lying back in my car, right? And I get up from laying down. I look up and over to the left, and there he is. There he fucking is. I shit you not. There, That's weird. I'm sure you guys can see. I don't know if I don't have the camera flash on, but I'm sure you guys can see like a little light in my eyes and like both of my eyes. I don't know. I never noticed that before. But then again, I don't record myself that much, so that could be it. Anyways, so don't know if it was the same guy exactly. I didn't see I don't remember seeing a car like that out in the parking lot when I left. Then again, I wasn't really paying attention to that kind of stuff. But what made me suspect that I was being followed is, number one, like he was looking over at me, and I caught him looking at me a couple times. And two, he looked like that same dude from the strip club. And I was like, okay. So it's possible, it could be a coincidence, that I saw a guy who looks like the guy at the park, at the strip club. Maybe he's not following me. But what I do think is strange is that so because I suspected the guy, I wrote down his license plate, and I think he knew what I was doing, because as soon as I started to write and he could see me write something down, this guy, no joke, no kidding, because I was basically jotting down his license plate just in case. This guy, while I'm writing, gets in his Jeep, I think it was a Jeep, and he takes off. And I'm like, okay, that's not weird. Maybe he's offended that I would do that. Maybe he was about to leave anyways. But I don't think that's the case, given how I caught him, like, looking at me, like, 2 times. Well, you probably would think and say, like, well, hey, Chris, I mean, just because you caught him looking at you a couple times doesn't mean anything. Maybe he wasn't looking at you because he was stalking you, but maybe he's gay, and maybe he was, I don't know, man, he thought you were handsome. Possibility. That's a definite possibility. But I don't know. It's also kind of a creepy coincidence, I'd say, right? Because I do know I'm being stalked. But you know what? Whatever. I just went ahead and I made the journal entry. Why the fuck not? Jot down the license plate. If he's not, doing anything bad, he doesn't have anything to worry about. But it was weird that as soon as I started writing in my book, like, this guy gets in his Jeep and then he drives off. That's kind of really, really weird, or at least I think it's really weird. So yeah. Anyways, I'm still being blasted by motherfuckers with evil directed energy weapons. I got out of my car just right now, and I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm focused on this. I don't know, this. Well, I wouldn't call it a podcast. It's more like a video diary. I don't know. Is it because I wasn't thinking of anything else except for what happened today earlier, or is it because, like, I was up and I was walking around? Anyways, now that I'm not up and walking around, I suspect I'll go back to doing me. Besides just using these directed energy weapons on, nose, they also use them on my hands, my feet. Where else? Stomach. Where else? I don't know, man. They pretty much just use it on my head too. I mean, they pretty much just use it, like, wherever, right? To basically, I mean, what can I say, man? It's their job, okay? That's what they're being paid to do. They're being paid to harass and torture people. Where am I going with this? What else was I gonna say? Well, to my sleep meds at around 7. It's almost 2 hours later. They're starting to kick in. But yeah, what can I say, man? Gang stalkers are evil. Anyways, there'll probably be another video diary tomorrow, so I don't know. You guys can be on the lookout for that one. Anyways, peace.